Hi there, it's Brendan Howe here with another episode in our business problem series where we solve business issues, big and small, with proactive technical solutions. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about productivity. So we're all in this work from anywhere environment, right? Some of us are working from home, some of us are working in the office, some of us are going back and forth between the two. And there's a challenge in trying to make sure that our teams stay productive, that we can keep operating our businesses, that we can keep getting things done, right? So one of the things we're looking at and we're helping a lot of people out with is how to take the technology that they already have in place, they're already paying for, and how to use it better. How to use it better to make people more productive. So I've got some ideas for you today about how to do that. So there's kind of three main things that we're looking at. So number one, there's something in Microsoft called MyAnalytics. You may have seen it, an email come through giving you some analytics. Basically what it is, Microsoft has this really advanced, really powerful artificial intelligence and machine learning engine that can give you all sorts of information and feedback about how you're using Microsoft products, how you're using Outlook, how you're running your meetings, how you're collaborating, that sort of thing. So it's analyzing how you're working and spitting back to you recommendations on how you can be more productive and how you can be more effective. It's a really advanced tool. There's a whole dashboard, gives you a bunch of recommendations, gives you a bunch of ideas. And it's a tool that if you teach your staff how to use it, they can self-coach, they can get that information, they can make changes to how they're working. Similar to MyAnalytics is something called Workplace Analytics. Now, this one you have to pay a little bit extra for, but this is where you can get a look at how your team is working, how all of your staff are working. So MyAnalytics can only be accessed by people individually because of privacy concerns. Workplace Analytics, you can see across your company how people are working, and then you can implement real technology strategies to make them more productive, right? The next thing that, the next opportunity that there's something called productivity score. Now, what I'm talking about is beyond the basics of technology, right? We're going into a little bit more advanced. So the second thing I wanted to talk to you about was productivity score, and here's an opportunity to look at where you are in terms of your use of technology versus your peers. Again, it's built right into the Microsoft 365 suite. You're already paying for it, and it's using advanced artificial intelligence, machine learning, to give you a sense of how effectively your organization is using technology. And it can give you a bunch of concrete examples of how you can do better. And you can take that information, you can put together training plans, you can adapt your technology strategy, you can match the what's happening across your company to a development plan. So say if people are still emailing attachments, if people are still working on documents and they're not online, they're not sharing those documents together, well, they're wasting precious minutes or potentially hours of the time that you're paying for, and they're losing productivity. So the last thing, the third area that I wanted to just briefly mention is something called usage analytics. And this is something where you can use the power of Power BI, another Microsoft product, and pull out how your organization is using Microsoft 365 services technology. You can analyze that stuff, and you can really see where your opportunities are to improve. So the bottom line here, there's a Forrester study that said you can actually save 4 hours per employee in productivity by effectively using Microsoft 365 services and technology. Can you imagine saving 4 hours an employee? How much more productivity that you can get out of every member of your staff. And so if you're using these tools, that gives you the opportunity to do it. We just did a webinar that has a lot more detail on it. If you go to techify.ca/webinars, you can listen to an on-demand recording. It goes through each of these areas in some more detail. And then you can always reach out to us. You can email me, you can give us a call. But I wanted to point this out to you because this is another way you can move from that traditional reactive IT where you're just fixing problems and firefighting or putting band-aids on stuff, and you can move to intelligent technology. That's where we want to be. We want to be getting the most out of our technology. We want to be proactive. We want to be implementing an intelligent technology strategy. Thanks a lot for watching today. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out some of our other business problem series videos. Have a great day.